Introducing first, coming to us from Glendora, California. He weighs in at 200 pounds. He is the handsome one, Alec Tomas. And his opponent, coming to us from parts unknown. He weighs in at 180 pounds. He is the Wanderer, Artorias.
All right, Jack Farmer, we are starting off live. We are starting off hot. We have Artorias against the handsome one, Alec Tomas. What are we feeling about this match right now?
You know, this is what we call the opener. This is what gets people filling the seats. This is what we call a dark match, where we're getting everyone to see what they have to look forward to the rest of the night. These are two guys that have been really tearing it up every time they get into the ring. Evenly sized, height-wise, looks like Tomas maybe has a little bit more of the size advantage here, but both of them have that can't quit, never say die attitude. I'm very excited to see them go at it.
And I love to see Artorias starting off with a little attitude, if I would say, a little bit of a come get it to Alec Tomas.
Well, that's the kind of guy Artorias is. You see, Artorias right now, as he takes down Tomas and starts working that arm, Artorias loves to find challengers. He loves to find the people that he can kind of take down, almost like a bounty hunter of talent. And, of course, Alec Tomas, if you've been following his career, you know that he has developed a reputation. Oh, got a pin?
Oh, almost.
Alec Tomas has developed a reputation as a guy who will never stop. We saw a few months ago he was cut open on the back of his head, was bleeding everywhere, but continued to fight through it. Even got the respect of Tyler Bateman, who we'll see later tonight. The kind of person that Artorias, I have to think, is chomping at the bit to take down.
Well, I know for a fact Artorias is always trying to climb up the ladder, trying to make it up to the top of the stack, so to speak. And he's been fighting through opponent after opponent, being very gracious and very grateful. We're going to see how that works out tonight against the handsome one.
Well, here we see the handsome one putting together a string of offense as he runs off the ropes and hits that big drop kick, going for a pin.
Trying to make quick work, not happening though.
But I think Tomas did what he really intended to do, and that is make Artorias take a step back and second guess his offense.
So I think the problem Alec Tomas is going to have in this match is he actually cares about what the fans are thinking about him. He's handsome. He wants people to look at him. He wants people to adorn him. He's looking for attention, and I think that's going to be a problem with him because Artorias doesn't care.
You're right. Artorias does not care. He cares only about the victory. It makes him such a vicious opponent, but caring about what the fans think is good. Being a role model can be a good thing.
It can be, but again, Alec Tomas looking out for, whatever sort of, did I do it right for you? Did it look good? He's trying to get a little too much for the fans, and now he's having a little problem against Artorias, fighting with a left arm and a left hand that seems to be a little damaged right now.
Fighting with a clipped wing is never going to work out when you're fighting against someone like Artorias, who goes for the pin himself.
Yeah, that left arm looks very damaged, and I like the fact that Artorias is taking it out even further, just clipping him in that back.
Talk about not caring what the fans think. Gives a big shot to one of their favorites in the back and then goes back to work on that arm. We can call him vicious. We can say what we want about Artorias, but he has a sound strategy. I know he usually likes to go after the neck, but he sees that clipped wing and is finding himself just going after it. Got to be a smart move.
Absolutely, but at the end of the day, Artorias, the thing about Artorias that I've loved about him since day one is that he's stoic in nature. You can't read him easily. You don't know what he's thinking, but that's when he just strikes. It's like a cobra. He looks all innocent just standing there, and all of a sudden he just takes it out on you.
Tomas has this double underhook here. What's he looking for? Whatever it is, Artorias seems to be on it and stops him. Halston, you've been a manager, you've been in the ring, and you've been around these guys a lot. If you were outside of the ring and you were managing Alec Tomas right now, the match might be over. I feel like, would you be telling him to stop? It feels like he's trying to fight with that arm, even though it's damaged.
First of all, get to know me. I don't think Alec Tomas is a worthy client of mine. Otherwise, I would already be there. We wouldn't be talking right now. I'd be working it. But secondly, the other part is that I'd be telling him to do way more leg work. He's still trying to do moves with his arms, and his left arm is being completely worked out right now. I mean, again, trying to grab, trying to pull, trying to do things with it, and he's suffering. So, I mean, just, work the legs, do something else other than try and fight with that arm that's already hurting.
I hate to agree with you, but I think maybe Alec Tomas, having fought through so many injuries, fought through so much pain to the delight of the fans, maybe doesn't know when enough is enough and know when it's time to change the plans. Maybe he's finding himself almost relishing living through this pain.
Well, I don't know what he's relishing or whatever, pain tolerance or whatever he's working out. At the end of the day, Artorias is the type of person. Oh, see, there he is.
But
trying to get everybody to cheer him on. It doesn't
those fans are giving him the strength to fight and fight back as he takes a couple of clotheslines to the Wanderer and sends him down. You talk about how the fans are costing him, but it feels like the energy of the fans have given the handsome one the heart he needs to fight.
First of all, stop yelling at me. Second of all, the point is, Artorias is trying to win, and he has an edge about him. That's the thing. It's too obvious to know when Alex seems to be firing up and getting all charged up because the fans are getting all up on him. It's easy to read. He got lucky there with that suplex.
But he goes for the pin. And I think if he was able to make that cover just a half a second faster, we may have seen the end of the match, but it is what it is, and Artorias fights on.
But it's proving what I'm saying about his left arm. His left arm looks damaged. I mean, he's trying to do things way out of his scope right now, and it's showing on his face. He's not looking very handsome right now, is what I'm saying.
Well, handsome or not, he rips off that athletic tape, going again for the punches to the face and starting to trade blows here.
I'm loving it.
I love the fight of Alec Tomas, but I do not think it's a wise idea to get into a slugging contest with Artorias when your arm is damaged.
Right, what is he trying to do with that?
And it looks like Artorias took advantage of the damage, hitting that huge pump handle slam.
That could be it.
Very close, and even Artorias feels robbed on that one.
Listen, he can't get frustrated. He's got to stay on him. Look at that anger in his face. I'm loving it. See, what I was telling you about the tempers are flaring here at Santino Brothers. Artorias is not playing nice any longer.
As Artorias climbs the top turnbuckle, things are getting hot very early here at Play Around, Lay Around, as we see a high-risk dive. Took too long, missed it.
A little bit of telegraphing there. Oh no.
Up and down with that big underhook suplex. Goes for the pin. Count that man out. And your winner,